The Skate series has always been fun to me. I've played and owned every Skate game. I even remember owning Skate 1 and thinking, man, these controls are sort of awkward. I felt that way because I was so used to the Tony Hawk series, where those games were more arcadey, and then when Skate arrived on the scene, it was slower and had a more practical approach to it. At least for me, it felt that way. I think the Tony Hawk's games were really fun, that even non-skaters like myself played the game, mainly because, well, again, it was just so damn fun. Skateboarding games were definitely a huge part of my gaming adventure as a kid and through my teenage years, so that's why I bought every skate game. I think the controls were awkward for a while only because they were so different from what I was used to, but as I kept playing I eventually got better at the game, making it even more enjoyable. So the first skate game, it's almost 8 years old now. Holy crap. Back in 2007 this was released and was developed by EA Black Box. This information probably doesn't matter to you. Moving on. The controls were different from what I was used to. You use the thumbsticks to pull off tricks instead of mashing a button, like in Tony Hawk. The gameplay definitely has a more slower pace to it, but it's practical. You won't see your guy heading towards a ramp and flying straight in the air, pulling off 50 tricks while in midair. Skate just had a more realistic approach to it, like I said. It's not an arcade version of skateboarding. I like to see these games as a simulation of skateboarding, if you will. You may perform just one or two tricks, but the game is okay with that. It doesn't want you to go crazy, but instead act like a real skater. The game uses ragdoll physics too, so your guy will collide with the world. It looks awesome, and sometimes you may want to bail just to see how painful it will look when he falls. But if you truly want nothing but ragdoll goodness, I think Skate 3 will be an excellent game for you. The world looks beautiful too. Hell, even today, it still looks fine. Sant Venelona, I hope I pronounced that right. Well, it's a city. It feels big, and I will be roaming around observing different parts of it. The game doesn't guide you though. It wants you to use your creativity and see where you can perform cool stuff. It's a normal city, so you will have to create your own fun. But that's okay because it's what skaters do in reality. They find spots. You can do a lot of things though, whether it be grinding on the edge of a path or being in the freaking X Games and trying to become really famous, which leads me to the story mode. I will say the story mode was nothing new to me at the time. You were trying to become famous, so you show off your talent, and the game also has two real-life magazines, Trasher and Skateboard Mag, in which it has challenges you have to complete to try to get yourself in those magazines. Simple, right? Get your photos in the magazines and you will unlock some cool stuff, such as the X Games, which is really cool. You will get to play in here and get big air, which is just super fun. Crashing intentionally is just hilarious. I don't know why I like doing it. The game does have a few problems. You can't create a female skater. Apparently it was too difficult for the animators. I'll let you talk more about that one instead. You can't get off your board either, which I had to deal with, but it doesn't completely ruin the gameplay. Sure, this game probably costs like $10 nowadays, but there's nothing wrong in looking back at the game and remembering why I liked it so much. It is worth even $20 in my opinion. But maybe that's the nostalgia talking. Thank you for watching. I shall see you next time, but for now, please, take care.